Welcome back to Virtual Family Life Science class. We're now going to go over a quick unit that you'll be able to use later in this class and a lot in life. So we're going to learn how to write a check. And then we're going to learn how to address an envelope so that you know how to send your bills off in the mail. Now, the final in this class is usually a project based on paying bills and writing more checks, etc. So this will kind of be the prelude to that. All right. So, how to write a check. Lots of checks you will order from a check company or from your bank, and they will have your name and your address pre-filled out for you. But some of your starter checks will not. So you will need to add your name and mailing address here. On the checks that you are given as part of this assignment, you will need to include this. If you don't know your mailing address, this would be a great time to ask your parent or guardian. Next, you're going to write your date, the date of when you write this check. You can write it December 12th, 2013, or you can write it numerically like they have it written here. Next, you are going to write the name to whom you are writing the check, whether it's a person or a business. Try to make sure you spell this correctly. Then you are going to write the amount that you are paying the person or the amount that you are writing the check for numerically, including change in the box. Make sure this is legible. Now, this is tricky. This is when you are going to write in words written out the number that you wrote in the box. So the number that you are paying. Put lines before and after your writing so nothing can be added. So if you were writing for change, it would be $22, and then you can write 50 cents, 50 over the 100. That's what the 100 means right there. That is your change. For example, write exactly how it is written here. The 50 cents goes right beside the 100 cents, which equals your dollar. If there are no cents, you can just use an XX or a 0. Next, it is a smart thing for your own records, and so that the phone company or the place that you're writing the bill also knows that in the memo you write what you're paying for. You can also write in the memo the account number if you are paying a credit card or something that has an account number. You're then going to sign your signature. Just write your signature to the best of your ability. It doesn't have to be in cursive. It just has to be the signature you use as part of a legal document. So let's look at a few of the numbers on your check. There is a check number, a branch number, an institution number, and an account number. You might be asked for these different blocks of number if you're paying for a bill online. So your finished product should look something like this. Now you're going to practice using the file that contains the blank checks that I attached to this assignment. You're going to write a check to Sam's Phone Company for $47.55. And your bill is due on February 15th. So write that check. It should look something like this when you're done. Don't cheat. Now you decide to buy a car and you pay Ford Motors by a check every month for the amount of $350. Your payment is due on the first day of every month. Write the company a check. It will look something like this. Now, what if you want a company to take money out of your account automatically every month? They may ask for a voided check. How do you think you give them a voided check? Well, it will look like this. Simply write void over a regular check. That way the bank has all your numbers, but no one can use the check. So do that in your example checks now. All right, you should also have an additional check within your example checks. I would like you to write a check to any common bill that you might use in your household. This could include a phone company, the gas company, the internet provider, whatever you choose to write it to. All right, so now that you have learned how to write these checks, let's learn how to send them in the mail. Now, this might seem kind of obvious to everybody, but I was kind of amazed one year when I handed a kid a stack of envelopes to address, and they came back to me like looking like a hot mess. So I thought I'd take a little bit of time to go over this. So there are parts of an envelope: the return address, the mailing address, and where the stamp goes. Your envelope should be laid out like this. Here's your return address. This is your address. This is where you're sending the bill to, and then you put your stamp right there. So to address the envelope, you would utilize your name, the street, and the town, city, and zip code. You would then write the business name, the street address, the town, city, and zip code. Please practice doing that here. So as part of this assignment, you will be submitting the picture or the file, a PDF file of your completed checks, and a picture or the completed file of your addressed envelope, like below. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out. And hopefully we will be starting on our new unit next week involving food and cooking. Fingers crossed, I still got to get some information from Mr. Keene. So you all have a great week and enjoy the wonderful weather.